Hello, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Well, it is Sunday, so I want to take you around the garden to do a garden walkabout. Yes, and we are right in the middle of June 15th on Father's Day, and the sun is shining and things are looking quite beautiful here in the garden. So let me give you a quick tour and let you see what are the new things that are happening that's just making this garden look beautiful. We're just anticipating the next step, which will be summer. So June 21st to 22nd will be the beginning of summer. So let's enjoy this late spring look with the roses and with the forming of the hydrangea flowers. Yes, so I'm going to take you around and show you my hydrangea shrubs in the garden. And it is just a beautiful, beautiful day. And it was a very beautiful, very cool morning here in the New England area. But don't worry, next week or the week after, I was looking at the temperatures and it's supposed to be getting into the 90s. So let's enjoy this perfect day, this perfect Father's Day. And happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there, all of my gardening friends who are fathers. Happy Father's Day to you. From Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Well, it is June 15th, and it is Father's Day. And the garden is looking good. It rained yesterday on Saturday, so things are a little perky, but it's cold. For some reason, you can't seem to hold on to that in-between kind of weather where it's like, 70s, which would be perfect. But it's cool out here. It's a little cold early in the morning. It's about 8:30. But I'm happy to be here. And I just wanted to stop by and say hello to everyone and give you this little morning walk through the garden. It's not going to be long, but there's just so much going on. And I just wanted you to see some of the changes that we've made here in my garden. So welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Well, things are just getting better and better in the garden, filling out here throughout, and my flowers are so colorful. I love these impatiens, and they're starting to fill out the bed, which is really good. The roses are on their way out, but we can see some new growth coming in here, and it's promising because I know, especially that knockout rose, that is going to bring some new fresh blooms for the summer. But right now we're still in that in-between phase here in the garden. I love how I can see things just picking up. And I do love this front bed here, the center bed, I should say. It's in the backyard, the back of the garden. But where the bird bath is there, that area is just really calm, really beautiful. I love it with the little white poppies. And I pulled out the alliums. There were purple sensation alliums there and some other plants, and it's just now fresh and looking good and updated. And it's actually given way to the hostas here at the top of the bank, that they're able now to fill out and take up that space. It's just beautiful. And even though it's a little chilly this morning, it's just calm. Now, I'm in the city and not too far from Logan Airport, so you will hear the Sunday morning planes coming on, but it's still very peaceful here in my garden space, and I am just loving it. Even though the roses are fading out, what is coming into play now are the hydrangeas. And this is my hydrangea bridal bouquet, which I planted years and years ago. And it is blooming. It's very beautiful. I love the white flower, yeah, the mop head flower on top here, just filling out, and it just seems like it's really had a good winter season into this spring season, and that it's flourishing. Now, my Nikon blue hydrangea did not experience this flush, but this year I'm so glad that this hydrangea is experiencing this beautiful, beautiful flush of blooms, and it's going to just fill up this space with the hostas, and just looking really good. Now, I do have some roses still in this bed, but they're on their way out. So as I said, it's such a good thing to see this hydrangea come in to play right now. It is so pretty. The other area of the garden that I like is this side view here, the side of the garden, the back side garden, and it's underneath trees, and it's shaded. It's my shade garden pretty much. But this corner is exciting because with the beautiful impatiens, the colorful impatiens, which my husband planted, I didn't plant these, he did. It is just beautiful, looking really, really good. And I love these hostas. I don't know the names of them, but the name of it, but I love this variegation here. It's pretty, so pretty. At this time of the year, I love how the hostas look throughout the garden, and these are just regular plantaneer green hostas that I have. It's original to the property when I got here, and it was all along the back end of the garden, down by the hydrangea hedge area, and so we just carried it through and created our own little circular. Actually, my husband did, and it's just, you know, a fixture here at this time. And then I filled this bowl here. I can't wait till the impatiens and the petunia and the New Guinea impatiens fills out this bowl. It's going to be such a beautiful combination. And I just like the simplicity of it, the richness of the color of the flowers here. And I know that it's just going to add that color just enough. And I'm so glad that my ceramic container and the other container there, that they've held out over the winter, because sometimes these containers crack from the cold, but it's been really a great garden purchase. I'm very pleased with it, and I like how it looks here in the garden. This plum tree is just so overladen with plums, and I don't know what to do, but I think that they will thin themselves out. But check this out. I mean, it's just so laden with plums here. Now, I did not spray this plum tree so that I don't know if any worms and so forth will get into the plums, but the plum tree is just so full of plums on it this year, and I'm really impressed. This plum tree's been around for about 6 or 7 years now, and look at how well it is grown. It is called the yellow egg plums. The plums turn a golden egg plums. I think that's what they're called. This brand. And so it's going to be nice to see when they ripen, and hopefully the tree will thin out itself in a nice way. I love when the bluebells open up. I kind of seeded it here, and it just each year reseeds itself, and it's such a beautiful thing. I just love how they look. I love the color. It's more purple bells, I would say, but yeah, it just seems to have found its spot here. And I also have here some other wild plants which are going to open up and bring scent to the garden and color as well. I am happy to see that more of the daylily blooms have opened up with the Stella d'Oro daylily. I do love the flowers. They're just so neat and tidy. And you can see the Stella d'Oro daylilies in different settings, you know, like in the strip malls and so forth, in real estate construction. You can see them there, you know, with buildings and so forth. But it's so dainty here in my garden. I'm glad that I have them, and I just like this border here, and it's just giving color right now when we're like in between. It's very, very pretty, and there are a lot of stalks there, and I believe that we're going to have a lot of flowers for the next couple of weeks, because you can see there are multiple flower blooms or buds. My gardening friends, I am just so pleased with my kitchen garden area here, how it turned out, or it's turning out this year. With the pepper, I put the peppers in the container, which they are loving it, and they're getting plenty of sun. They get plenty of water, and they look happy, both of them, in the container. And then I have these tomatoes, which early girl and early boy, and then this other tomato here that now has some flowers on it, which is called a sun gold. And they taste delicious. The sun gold tomatoes are delicious. I did plant some marigolds here from seed. I am just so pleased at how these plants are growing thick and loving this space. As I said before in previous video, that it's amazing how this is nothing but dirt, and I have been able now to plant in the kale and the collard greens. Those are from seeds from my garden last year, and I just moved them. They were over there. I don't know if you see back there. I just kind of scattered them over there in that section, and then I weeded some out, but then I transplanted some out here in this section, and look at how nice they're looking. So healthy and robust. It's just beautiful. I've also planted some beautiful cucumbers, yeah, and my corn and the snap peas, and yeah, that's another tomato over there. I don't remember it offhand, but yeah, that's a new tomato plant that I put there. I planted some okra seeds, but they did not come. I don't know, maybe the seeds were old. But then here I have some green peppers and some red peppers. The red peppers are just now starting to catch. I also have some eggplants and then my squash and pumpkins from seed. I planted some over there in the corner, and I'm hoping that it will just move up, over here in this area, and that they can trail around there. And then I planted right here some cucumbers. So the cucumbers are hopefully going to come up the trellis and provide with me some beautiful cucumbers. But I know that this section is just going to continue to grow and grow and grow and fill out and just take up space. But right now I like it how it is right at this moment. I think it's just very beautiful. Also pleased with this section as well. And right here I have another hydrangea that is starting to flower. And this is going to be very pretty here. It's an endless summer hydrangea, and it's gotten larger over time. I planted about 2 or 3 years ago. And it is now flowering here as well, which is great. And then my roses, these roses are now coming into play. And so it's providing a really nice corner here of color and activity. The bee balm is going to actually bloom soon, but in the moment, this is what's giving color in this corner. Right now in this upper bed, things have died back. The roses are finished, but we're still getting some color from the lanium. But my roses are done on this side here for now. We just see a few there. And I think things are regrouping, but for certain, the phlox is starting to really shoot up, and we're soon going to get color from the phlox. I have a patch here and a patch right there. And so soon we're going to get that color from the phlox. But in the meantime, the lanium is pink. Variegated lanium is doing fantastic. It's just keeping the color flow. And then I also have spirea, which is doing its thing as well. It's fading, but then it's gaining some new color. This plant is awesome. If you get a chance to get the proven winners, double candy corn spirea, it's a great investment. I would pick it up for sure because it's an awesome plant. And then here I have another hydrangea, but this is a different type. This is called a panicle hydrangea. It's little limelight, and it has definitely grown. I've had this for a couple of seasons too now, And look at all of the blooms on it. Oh, this is going to be spectacular here. I've had to give it some space and push back the spirea because the spirea was just overtaking it. But now I think it's going to do very well because it's going to get a lot of sun and it has room to grow. And then what I have here is my oak leaf hydrangea. You can see why they call it oak leaf because of the shape of the leaves, but the blooms are spectacular. Check this out. That's beautiful. Now this side of the garden has decided to shine and just contain great color. So we have this blue forget-me-nots that I had seeded here 2 years ago, and they have now self-seeded. So it's really beautiful. And then this rose bush. This is my Pinkabell rose. She's looking fantastic. And then this is a spirea here. This is another one. This is just candy corn spirea. And the other one, it was double candy corn, but this is just regular candy corn here. But it's just working out itself so well. The pink of the flower, the spirea, with the beautiful rose. What a great combination. I am happy to see that here I have also another hydrangea, and this one is bridal bouquet, but the thing that makes this bridal bouquet so special is the fact that I propagated it from the mother one that I showed you down there in the other section of the garden. I propagated this one, and it is flourishing, looking so good here in the garden. Yeah, so it's going to add some flower power to this upper bed area. Right now. Yeah, so the roses are still hanging on there, my Eden Clement rose, and this other rose as well. And that's so beautiful. So thank you so much for walking through the garden with me. Just wanted to point out these different things that are happening here. And it's always changing. So continue to join us here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. As you can see, the wildlife is active, and we have squirrels, we have birds, we have a lot of beautiful things. And it's a garden full of sound, full of life, full of joy. So thank you so much for visiting with me here at Catherine's Garden and Home. Thank you for joining me here at Catherine's Garden and Home. I hope that you enjoyed this Father's Day tour in the garden, this walkabout. And I'll see you next week, God willing. I hope that you remain blessed, happy, and joyful, and enjoy one another while you can. Just be joyful. Just be at peace. just enjoy your family members, your loved ones now while they're present. So have a wonderful Father's Day and a wonderful rest of the week. You know, as somebody had said to me today, that every day is Father's Day and Mother's Day, that we need to celebrate our parents and thank God because it comes with a blessing. You know, the Bible talks about that. The Bible speaks about in the commandments to honor your father and your mother, and that it comes with a promise, with a blessing. So yeah, go out there and honor and respect and cherish your parents because it comes with a blessing. Have a great day. Bye.